my name is Lizzie. Each fortnight I'm bringing along a different origami fold to encourage you to take some time out for yourself. This is dedicated to my colleagues at UCLH Hospital in London and to patients, but for anyone to join us as well. So I hope you'll enjoy this. It's spring at the moment and thinking about camellias, these beautiful flowers that are coming out. This is a traditional fold from Japan and it looks so simple. I have to say it's quite a puzzle. So consider this puzzle. I think that's the best way of putting it, and we will go really slowly and just see what unfolds and reveals itself, so be patient. I will also include actually a link to a video where I learned this from. It's traditional fold, so if you do get stuck, please try that as well, and between them hopefully you will get there. So this is also quite nice for cards, and I've been laminating this for patients' rooms as well. So first of all, grab yourself some paper, something to press on. Here goes. I'm going to make a square first of all. Here we go. So I'm just going to fold it in half. Big strong folds. A little neck. Tear it off. And we're going to make a triangle first of all. So lining it up there. That's it. And we're going to remove a rectangle, so turning it over, lifting up that flap, squashing it down. Obviously you may have origami paper, in which case this is a great one to use because you can show the different sides of your paper. It looks nice plain as well though, to be fair, so I've been making, I think plain ones are also lovely. We could use scrap paper. So if you're using origami paper, this is the white side. I'm maybe just going to add a little quick bit of colour. So turn it over if you're going to add colour. Maybe a very quick scribble. I'm talking about lovely camellias and their gorgeous colours. Lovely deep pinks I've been seeing. And this will actually add quite a bit. There we go. Quite relaxing in its own way. So now take your piece and turn it over, and we'll do the other diagonal line. So you've done one diagonal line, I'll do the other. That's it. And I'm going to attempt to fold this into the camera, which is not the easiest thing, but hopefully it will work. Let's give it a go. So we're going to take this lower edge and we're going to fold it along this diagonal line. So it starts off nice and simple, but be really accurate because everything depends on each other. So there we go, lining it up there, nice and accurate, very good. So that's the first step. That's all right, isn't it? So our next step is we're going to take this, maybe I'll tilt it around, this diagonal line, and we're going to line it up along there, and it will match quite nicely, you'll see. So I am going to line it up, and it should all match up. So this little point should go to that little point. There we go. Let's see. Here we go. That looks nice and accurate. Great. Happy? So we're going to start to reveal the inside of the flower. So to do that, you sort of take the inside bit and you're going to line it up with the inside of the flower. So I'm going to lift this up, and it sort of changes the position of everything, so it's a little bit of a, I would definitely recommend doing this on the surface, and actually I think I'm going to have to do that just to show you. So I'm having to lift it up and line it up along this line. So let me show you again. So it's this bottom edge, and I'm lifting this up. You can see the paper slightly sort of warps, lining up along that diagonal line. Once you've got that in place, you can see everything's warping a bit. So you push this in and it starts to give that outside petal. Just go slowly and patiently with yourself with all of this. That's it. Great. So I hope that's working. So I'm going to rotate it around a bit. Next, I'm going to take this whole top edge and I'm going to line it up along that middle vertical line, and it means that this point will align with this point. There we go. nice sharp shape again. And again, as with before, we're going to open up the inside to the inside of the flower. And that involves lining up, can you see with that white, but it's a bit hard to see, but that, to start giving the inside sort of opened up area of the flower. So again, I'm sort of holding that in place, and then you should be able to press down the outside. Make sure there's no wrinkles in there, because it would affect everything. Like that. Can you see it's beginning to open up the inside of the paper? That's it. Right, twisting it round. Now you can see a flower is beginning to emerge. I'm going to take this outside edge and line up with that vertical. So far it's not been too bad, I hope, but it does get tricky at some point too. So I'm going to take this corner and line it up to that one. And it's really because you're having to unpick it a bit and then put it back together again. So hopefully it's looking like that. Now again, opening this up and lining this up along that sort of cross in the middle, which involves bringing this point up to this point. And again, it sort of warps everything. So again, you're following the line that's already there and squashing that down. So the flower's opening up. It looks like we're really close, but the last step is definitely the hardest. Yeah. Well, it's not quite lined up, so I'm going to do a little bit further. That's it. Because it will affect everything else. Right, it's looking good. Okay. So our final step is the one little bit that's sticking out here. Just pick it up and get it out of the way. That's all we're trying to do. Now I guess I'm rotating it around a little bit, and I'm going to try to get into the flap here. And what we're going to do is we're going to open it up. Maybe keep that flap a bit loosely down. Just remember that's where it's meant to be. Opening this up. And this line, I don't know whether you can see, this line that goes in needs to go out. So this line needs to go the other direction. That's the crucial bit. And if you're finding this hard to see, my apologies. It's really hard to show that. And there's another video I could recommend to you if you're struggling and to try that. Now the reason is just because all I'm wanting to do is to close the flap down again. So this is probably the point where you're thinking, Lizzie, what are you doing? I can't see any of it. Yeah, I understand. All I'm trying to do, she says, is just to be able to close that down again. Right, we're almost there. And as I said, if you haven't followed this, please look at the other video. So I'm going to do the same thing, lifting this up, lining this up in the middle. This point goes up to that point. It's such a puzzle. I really think this is more like a puzzle, this one. Amazing that it's traditional. I folded that down. I have been practicing and practicing. So we're almost there. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. So there's a bit sticking out like that. All you need to do is just circle it, curve it back and then pop it in. And I've got that one more, that flap I pushed out of the way. Again, you can lift this up and tuck it underneath. You found this difficult? Yeah, I'm not surprised. I have found this really difficult too. But you know what? The sense of achievement when it comes together, it's lovely because it's a traditional piece. Good luck. I hope you manage it and do enjoy that it's that journey and that all about not giving up. I think origami is all about that persistence. And as I said, I will include a link so you can see a video from someone else who may show it a lot more clearly. And that's where I've learned. So I hope you'll enjoy it. Happy flower making, and I hope you're enjoying spring and flowers emerging. Thank you.